Damn boy, Rona be out here causing all sorts of trouble. Gotta keep my mask on. Hey, welcome back everybody to Living It Up with Louis B, the channel where we celebrate all the things that we love to do by living it up. I am your host Louis B, and today we're going to be talking about Apex tactics that are going to take you far in the game. Whether you're a veteran or whether you're starting out, these are the tactics that you need to perfect in order to get far and get that dub. So please, if you enjoyed the video, hook me up with that thumbs up, hook me up by clicking that subscribe button. I appreciate and love y'all very much, and let's get into it. So we're going to be talking about some very important tactics that you need to know while playing the game Apex Legends. If you're new to the game, this is perfect for you. If you're trying to get closer to those dubs, this is perfect for you. Okay, now everybody has their own way to play the game. That is very apparent. We're all different gamers. We're similar, but we're not exactly the same. All right, so I'm putting that disclaimer out because you may not agree with me and my tactics, and that's perfectly fine. I just want to share what I know and help my fellow gaming brothers and gaming sisters so we can enjoy the game that much better. I'm not perfect, nor is this game. And this game is meant to be challenging. Apex is fun because it is so hard to play the game sometimes, all right? You may drop hot and you will murk everybody in that mug. Or you may drop hot and you'll be the first one to go out, all right? But that's just what makes the game so fun, is because it is so challenging. All right, so we're gonna be talking about 3 tactics that are very important to playing the game Apex Legends. The first one is teamwork. All right, I will be showing you how to establish that trust between you and your partner, whether it is a random or whether it is one of your homeboys or your homegirls. All right, either way, you gotta build that trust and that teamship spirit so you can increase your odds to win this game. Again, Apex Legends is a team-based game. It's not a solo game. The second one I'm going to be talking about and emphasizing a lot on is communication. You need to be able to communicate with your teammates, whether they're randoms or whether they're your boys or your girls. You still got to communicate, all right? I'm a big fan of voiceless communication, and I will show you how to be effective in that matter. The third one and final tactic that we'll be discussing is quick movements. You have to be decisive in everything that you do in this game, because the minute that you're not, and the minute that you decide to take 3 or 4 extra seconds on doing something that's not very necessary, that's that much more time that you become a target for somebody else. And so now that we know those 3 tactics that we need to keep in mind, let's head over to the video analyzation part of this project. Alright guys, so right here we're going to be practicing that teamwork. Biggest part of establishing that team confidence is staying with your partner. Do not go somewhere else and separate completely on the other side of the map. You're never going to feel plus that way. So here I'm in this general vicinity. Immediately, we're going to start practicing quick movements. Grab a weapon. It doesn't matter what weapon, okay? Because you don't know if it's a hot zone or not, all right? 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to know if you know the map very well, but still, you don't know who's around. Just grab a weapon and plan ahead. As you see, I grabbed that heavy ammo because I'm looking for a heavy gun. I got some time to loot because it's not a hot drop. And there it is. I find the flatline, a gun that I like very much. Again, I'm still making these quick movements, these quick decisions, and I'm not wasting any time. All right, I'm following our partner wherever he's going. I'm still establishing that trust, which is very important in the teamwork tactic that we've been talking about. As you can see right here, I knew what was in my inventory. I took a quick look and I made those very essential quick decisions. I grabbed up an ultimate accelerant because as Bangalore, she has that you know, ultimate that's very useful, especially when you're in a pinch.
We're inside the next ring.
So I'm still with my partner here, just letting him know, whether he understands, whether he knows it or not, consciously or subconsciously, letting him know that I'm with him.
I have have a subject in view.
Heard that.
Practicing that communication right here, letting him know that I acknowledge and I'm behind him. I'm going the same direction that he is. Here we go.
My vision is clear.
Now this scene was very important. Because we stood together, we were able to dominate this team. It got him down, sure, because, you know, he took some damage in the beginning. He was being overly aggressive. But as his partner, I was able to sweep it up and finish the fight. And that's how we came on top. Now I have some time to revive him.
I still see everything.
Continue to establish that trust in our team. So now we're getting engaged by another team, and this is that quick movement that I was talking to you guys about. What I'm about to do next is establish a wall, essentially a barrier between us and that team to deter them and give us some time, because I noticed that my teammate, he's lacking health. All right, he doesn't have much health, and I need to heal up too. So I'm going to establish a wall with some grenades and my smoke as well to blind them, as well as to deter them from coming that way. I knew from here that they're gonna have to either turn around, and if they do, we were gonna hear them.
Finding a variable.
Throwing Arc Star.
Introducing a new variable.
Quick decisions right here. Really quickly, got some ammo, got a better gun, but I hear the footsteps. And he thought he was gonna sneak up on us, so I decided to take it because he's running.
No kill leader. I must confess, it's what I long for.
However, he is too far in range for my flatline to be
I
effective.
suggest we do some research in this area.
And at this point, I'm not sure what my teammate wants to do, but I'm gonna blind that Pathfinder so he doesn't come and hit us from behind. He clearly wants to stay locally, so I'm gonna stick with him.
Hostile, right here.
I pinged because I saw somebody. Voiceless
Reloading.
communication
Whole
that we
squad
talked
taken
about.
out.
Good
I like
to
what
go.
I see.
I confess.
Give
So
my
I
shields
hear
a-
that individual coming
Right here.
back. I pinged up so he knows. Notice how I keep telling my partner and I keep pinging where that enemy is. This is important. I know it seems very quick, but it is a quick game. These engagements are really fast, and if you cannot keep up with those quick movements, it's gonna be very hard to move on and get to the top 3 and even win the match. As you can see in these last few minutes, we were able to establish teamwork, establish that credibility. He knows I have his back. I am not leaving his sight. He is not leaving my sight, so to speak, right? We've been establishing that voiceless communication. I've been pinging left and right on what is going on and what's happening from my point of view, and he has been doing the same thing. And I've been doing a lot of quick movements, establishing that wall barrier for us to heal up, getting any sort of ammo that I could in the process, so on and so forth. Let him know that we were good, and look,
Reloading.
this was absolutely perfect because now that I established that trust with my teammate, he knew where I was going. I went directly for it. He went around taking that initiative, and we were able to dominate our enemy. And it's all because right there, we established that teamwork. And this is important. This is what I want to reinforce. All right. I have not talked to him at all this whole game. I don't have a mic, nor does he have, well, he has a mic plugged in, but I don't. So it is very important to establish that teamwork, because when your partner knows he can count on you, when he knows that you're a credible and a willing to die, ride or die buddy, he's going to be there for you too.
That kill signaled it.
Healing. Watch my back.
So going back to the quick movements, all right, I'm going to take every possible moment that I can to get myself right again, get all the resources that I need. I need more health.
Healing.
Take
Watch
it.
my back.
If I need more ammo, go find it. All that good stuff. The battle is over. It seems like we're safe. Initiating that quick movement tactic to get myself right and ready to move on to the next point of
The
the
champion
match.
was weighed and found wanting.
So I'm still practicing that quick movement tactic, all right? And I hear that my buddy's in a fight. I thought he was gonna wait, but that's okay, because we already established that teamwork. He knows I'm gonna be right behind him, man. I'm gonna be on him like fly on crack.
Pop in the chimney. Hold tight. Got your back.
So, because we were working as a team and dominating as a team, we were able to win that fight. He went over there, he knew he could count on me, I backed him up, and we got that team out of the game.
Double time it.
So now there's another team in our midst, and we're gonna go for it. However, this is one of those quick movements things that I've been talking to you about. What happens next, unfortunately, is definitely going to cost us the game. I can't just show you guys good examples. I got to show you the bad ones too. I got to show you what happens when you're not doing quick movements and you're not being decisive, but being smart in a battle. All right. So essentially what's going to happen next is that I'm going to try to go for it, and I took way too much damage in the process and didn't realize that I did not have eyes on his teammate. I didn't know where the second guy was. Because I didn't know, this is what happens.
Hostile. Danger close.
I threw in my bombardment trying to think ahead, and I go for the shot. I should have just let the bombardment do the job. And there's his buddy. His buddy ended up flanking us.
My vision is clear. My vision is clear.
Thing is that we could have survived that if I had not tried to go for those extra shots and just let my bombardment deter his buddy over there. His guy that came to flank us, we could have devoured him. It would have been 2 guns versus 1 while the other guy's trying to survive my bombardment. But again, it was that quick movement thing that I told you about. I tried to go for it. It just wasn't a good decision to make. I was definitely abiding by the quick movements, just not the right decision. So you gotta be smart when you take those initiatives. So here, I realized, hey, my buddy is surviving. Let me go hide somewhere so he can come and pick me up in a safe spot. He's a caustic after all. The man's a walking barrier.
You are fortunate we are on the same team.
As soon as I get up, I'm gonna put my own barrier and put a smoke so they don't try to shoot us from the windows or anything.
Pop in the chimney.
Now here's this next fatal mistake, and it is a mistake because I did not communicate with my partner. All right, we've been practicing great tactics this whole time. We've established that teamwork, we established that voices communication, we established the quick movements. But the reason why we ended up losing this game is because I didn't tell him where I was going. It wasn't the best decision, and this is what happened next.
Introducing a new variable.
Off the mic. Who spotted? Renee.
My vision is clear. Throwing thermite.
And there it is. There it is. In a very smoky environment. He doesn't have eyes on me. I didn't tell him where I was going. He was possibly trying to follow me. And then his team basically came in and got us in the crossfire. So that's what happens. All right. You know, I can't show you the good stuff. I also got to show you what happens when you don't practice good teamwork, when you don't practice good communication, and when you don't practice good movements. So as I'm sure all of you have noticed, it is essential to work as a team, to have that communication, to have those quick movements. And the most obvious thing of the game is that it's a very fast game. All right. If you're trying to get the kills, if you're trying to go for the dub, expect to play fast. And the biggest thing is that establishing that trust early on in the game is very essential. All right. I stuck with him the whole time. I had his back. In every engagement that we encountered, I was there. All right. And then I made sure, establishing that trust, I was communicating with him in everything that we were doing and in everything that I saw. And in return, he was reciprocating the same actions back to me. Which leads to my next point, voiceless communication. If you can do voice communication, that's fine, but the pinging system is valuable. It is beyond valuable when playing this game. So it's very important to communicate so we're both in the loop. And lastly, the quick movements, that quick thinking. If you can get used to doing that, it's gonna help you so much. Okay, it's not something that if you're not used to, it's not something that's gonna come quick. It's something that you're gonna have to learn if you don't know it already. Get used to it. How do you do that? Practice. Plain and simple. Practice is essential in anything. All right, so if you want to get better at quick movements, my advice to you is drop in hot zones. If you're afraid of dropping in hot zones, drop in those, boys. I'm telling you, it's gonna make you think on your feet. So when you drop into, you know, say in Skull Town and there's a lot of chaos going on, in the midst of it, you're running, you're moving, you're thinking, and you grab every weapon along the way and make those shots count. All right, yeah, if you die in the process, learn from your battle, learn from your mistakes, learn how to make those quick movements, because that's what's going to help you pushing forward. It's going to help you in the offense and the defense. So in conclusion, that's what we talked about today: teamwork, voices, communication, and quick movements. Those 3 tactics will take you very far in the game. All right, if anything, it will definitely help you win the game. A great team that is fluid and organic is definitely gonna devour every time. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. If you like the video, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It supports and helps more than you know. And if you have any comments or questions, drop them in the comments section. I'll be more than happy to talk to anyone and everyone out there. Appreciate y'all and have a wonderful day, and I'll see you out there in the battlefield.